What's up, guys? I've just got a Kawasaki ER5 and it's full of these bolts. They are aluminium and I'm going to be going around and replacing them because you can see they're started to crack around the top where they've been tightened, and it's just, aluminium isn't a great bolt choice to be using for engine mounts and keeping parts together. It's great for trim, just not for that sort of thing. So I'm going to be going around the ER5 with a bunch of stainless steel bolts that will replace these. Not only will they look better, but they'll be stronger, and I won't have to worry about snapping the heads off every time I try and undo it. So this is the ER5. I've replaced the headlight, but I've got another video coming on that soon. I mean, what wasn't wrong with it when I got it? I mean, none of the panels were on, the seat wasn't on. I mean, don't even ask about this mirror, bloody snapped off on the way to the MOT station. I mean, it didn't have one of these side panels. I can't get the grate off for the radiator to, I mean, look at it, it's rusty as anything. You twist the screws here and the whole grate just bends. I mean, I've gone around already and done some of the bolts. I mean, you can see the style they're in. They're all pink here, but now I'm going for the stainless steel ones. Yeah, I've left here's a pole here. I've left a couple in, so I'll show you what I'm doing. But the I've gone around and replaced a couple of the stainless steel ones. These aluminium bolts here, I mean, they feel so soft, so light. I mean, when you try to undo them, they just feel like they're going to snap. I mean, you put any sort of force on it, feel like you're going to just tear the head clean off and then end up having to drill it out. It's just scary as anything. Why you'd put it in here, I mean, other than a style thing, I don't know, but this colour's not really a style anyway, is it? Alright, just drop my... So, I mean, I don't really need to show you undoing a bolt, but just to say that you should never use these aluminium bolts on the engine. I mean, keep them trim on, fine, but I'm still going to be replacing them anyway. Yeah, I mean, they look so much better anyway being stainless steel, don't they? So, I'll just do this one. I mean, they're not even in there tight anyway. And everywhere, I don't know whether it's a paint thing or whether they're actually starting to go, but every single one looks like they're about to split around the head. You see that? Where you can see the actual metal, where it's, they shouldn't, I mean, everything is painted on. That's like, it's actually like a stress fracture there. So I mean, tightening that up anymore, you'd lose it and it'd be stuck in there. Not great. So I've got these stainless steel ones. They're not going to rust. They're a lot stronger, and you can see the difference. Yeah, clearly designed to be used for this sort of thing, threaded on the bit where it's needed. And I mean, you can check here, just rest that on there and you can see that the thread's going to make it, and you're not going to run into the non-threaded area, so that's fine. Just push it in. You can do them up by hand and then use the ratchet to get the right torque spec. I mean, I'm not using a torque wrench or anything on this. There you go. One done. 3 more to go. Right, so I've taken off one of the bolts over the sprocket cover. And so not only these aluminium, but they're covering some washers that have just gone rusty as anything. So I figured, hey, replace them as well. Got some stainless steel washers. They'll go in there underneath the bolts because these are rubber mounts, I assume, to stop the cover from vibrating on the case. Just lets it move about a bit. I've had to not do this one here because that turns out that's a bolt that's a bit longer. I mean, here's the bolts that are coming out of it. This one is, I mean, you can see already it's a lot longer. It doesn't actually reach. Yeah, so the ones I've got, they are a little bit longer, but they don't reach either. So I've got to get some longer ones. For here though, you don't need to use those long bolts. You can use these smaller. They only need to go in just a little way, so yeah, you don't need to worry about using long bolts here. I mean, the longer ones probably won't even screw in anyway. Okay, here's one before being changed over. Here's after, so you can see the difference side by side. I mean, it's going to make not a massive difference to looks, but you'll just know it's safer. That's it. Obviously, bar this one, all the bolts have been replaced. I can now, you know, rest in peace, thinking next time I undo these, they're not going to snap on me. I've also replaced the ones on the fuel tap and on the mounts for the radiator guard, and around this side too. Done all of these ones as well. God, I want to get rid of that god awful tap on top of there, but hey, ain't going yet, so one job at a time, we'll get there. But yeah, you just got to make sure, guys, that this just don't use aluminium bolts. I mean, the previous owner must have been the person that installed them, and the previous owner has also snapped off a bolt, and hey, look, it's on a piece of trim. So imagine if it happened on your engine. It's not so bad here because it only goes into the radiator, and it's smashed in anyway from a previous fall, so it's got to be replaced. But if you snapped it off in your engine, you'd be looking at drilling that out, re-tapping it, and then, I don't know, helicoil or using just a bigger bolt. It's not worth the effort. Just don't use them.